Hello friends, this is 22nd lecture in Signal System series. My name is Nishtha Verma. The topic which I am going to cover in this lecture will be the gate numerical based on Fourier transform. So first question is like let xt be the input to the linear time invariant system. The output is given and they are asking for the transfer function. It means that here they have given yt is equal to 4x t minus 2. So if we take the Fourier transform, we will get y omega is equal to 4. Here it is a time shifting. If you remember the time shifting property, in that exponential term will come with same sign, that is minus 2j omega x omega. So but here if you can see that they are writing in the form of frequency. So we know that omega is equal to nothing but 2 pi f. So if we place that value, we will get e to the power minus 4 pi f with j term will come here and x omega. Because they are asking for transfer function, that's why y omega by x omega we will write over here, and we will get 4 e to the power minus j 4 pi f. Because output by input is nothing but a transfer function, so we will get this answer. If we see that, then C will be the correct answer. Now next question is the frequency response of linear time invariant system is given here, and they are asking for the step response. Means they have given an impulse response. So first of all, what we will try to do, they have written in frequency time domain, so we will try to write it in omega form. So if we try to write it in omega form, we will get 5 upon 1 plus j, it will become 5 because omega is 2 pi f and here omega. So if we remember, e minus at ut Fourier transform is 1 upon a plus j omega. We will try to change it in this form. So we can write it as 1 upon 1 by 5 plus j omega. So its inverse will we will get e minus t by 5. So if the impulse response is this, so and we need to find the step response, it means we need to integrate it. So for integration, we need to integrate from 0 to t because it is a step response, and e minus t by 5 dt. So it will become, when we integrate, e minus t by 5 in denominator minus 1 by 5 will come, and the limits will be 0 to t. We can take it as minus 5 outside, so it will become upper limit minus lower limit, e minus t by 5 minus e to the power 0 will be 1. So if we take minus inside, we will get 5, 1 minus e minus t by 5 ut. So we can see over here the correct answer will be the B option. Our next numerical is if the Fourier transform of deterministic signal gt is gf, and they are asking for the Fourier transform for basically two signals gt minus 2 and gt by 2. So we know that for gt minus 2, the time shifting is there, so definitely it will become gf, and time shifting with same sign, so it will be minus 2 omega 2j omega. So because it is in form of frequency, so it will become jf minus 4 pi f j. So we can see that for p option, for first option, p will be the correct option. So but here you can see that in a and c, in both cases p option is given, so we need to check for the second one. So for second, gt by 2 is there. We need to find the Fourier transform for this function. If you remember the scaling property of Fourier transform, if x80 was there, in that case the Fourier transform we were getting 1 by a x omega by a. So here t by 2 is there. So suppose a is nothing but 1 by 2 over here. So we can write it as 1 by a will become 2 will come here, and g, so omega by a, so in the form of frequency it become 2f. So we can see that, yeah, for second R option will be the correct, and first C will be the right choice. Next numerical, let xt Fourier transform is x j omega, and they are asking for the Fourier transform of x 5t minus 3. 5t minus 3. Here three properties are coming. First is time shifting as well as time scaling. So we also know that here we can write it as 5, we can take common. So t minus 3 by 5 it become. So first of all we will try to apply the scaling property. So we will get 1 by 5, then in the form of omega only. So j omega 5 will come. Now it is time shifting, so it will become e to the power, because time shifting same sign will come, it will be minus 3 by 5 omega j. So we can see that A will be the correct option. Yeah. Now next question is, for a signal Fourier transform is xf and they are asking for the inverse. Here again the shifting and scaling property is coming in picture, but here frequency shifting is there. So again we can write it as 3, we can take common, f plus 2 by 3. So its Fourier transform will be 1 by 3 will come over here, x t by 3. But here, because in frequency shifting opposite sign comes, so e to the power minus j, if we write in terms of 2 pi f, so it will be 4 pi t by 3. So the correct option will be the B option. Now next numerical is, for a function gt, it is given that gt e minus j omega t is equal to this. This is nothing but a Fourier transform for real value, and they have given the relation between yt and gt, and they are asking about yt. So first of all, here we know that the gt Fourier transform is omega e to the power minus 2 omega square. So g omega, so you can also write g omega is equal to omega e minus 2 omega square. Then they are saying yt is equal to this relationship. So yt is equal to minus infinity to t g tau d tau. So if we try to take the Fourier of this function, we will get y omega is equal to, we know that for Fourier transform, if integration is there, then it will become g omega by j omega will come at the denominator side, and we know the value of g omega. So we can place this value omega e minus 2 omega square j omega. So omega omega will be cancelled out, j we can take in the numerator, so we will get minus j e minus 2 omega square. This is our y omega. So now they are asking to find the value of minus infinity to infinity y tau d tau. If we try to compare the value of this equation with Fourier transform, we know that for y omega the expression is minus infinity to infinity y tau e minus j omega tau d tau. But here e to the power j omega tau is not given, so we can assume that omega equal to 0. So y omega, for omega equal to 0, will be nothing but here y omega we already have, we will place this value directly, minus 2 omega square minus j, and if we place omega equal to 0, so we will get the value minus j. So we can see that B is the correct option. Now this numerical is very interesting. They have given xt function and yt function. So with Fourier transform xf and yf respectively, and they are asking for yf in terms of xf. First of all, if we have the xt equation, xt graph, then we try to find the relation between xt and yt. So we can see over here, if in xt, if we do xt plus 2, our waveform will shift at the left side. So this waveform will look like this. So it will start from 0 and will go up to -4, and the magnitude will remain same, that is 1. But here in this graph you can see that the value is from 0 to -2. So we will what we will do, we will try to compress it. So if we plot for graph x 2t plus 2, so definitely it will get compressed. So now the graph will be from 0 to -2, and the magnitude will remain same. But here yt is coming at the downside, so definitely the magnitude is in negative direction. So now the graph will be look like this. So it's become minus x 2t plus 2. So we can say that yt is nothing but yt is equal to minus x 2t plus 2. So we need to find the Fourier transform of this function. So here again shifting and scaling property we will use. So it will, minus sign will come and 1 by 2 will come, because t plus 1 it will become, so exponential function here positive. So it will 2 pi f with j sign and x f by 2. So we can see that B will be the right answer. So the topic which I am going to cover in next lecture will be, I will start new topic, that is Laplace transform, introduction of Laplace transform, and I will discuss about the concept of ROC, which is very important. If you like my video, please subscribe my channel. Thank you.